and welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I am excited to get into today's pick a card. Today we are going to see who will do anything to have you. Who is the person that is going to come in and seriously pursue you? We're tapping into pretty much serious energies only today. So we're going to see what will they do, what will happen, and who is this mystery person that would truly do anything to have you. So that is our topic. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. Other than that, pause the video if you need more time with the piles, and you can always pick more than one pile for all of my readings as well. For group 1, we have the White Stone, and we'll be using the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot. For group 2, we have the Yellowstone, and we will be using the Wizard's Tarot. For group 3, we have the Pink Stone, and we'll be using the Teen Witch Tarot. And for group 4, we have the Purple Stone, and we'll be using the Spellcaster's Tarot. So go ahead and pause the video if you need more time with the piles, but we're just going to jump right into it. All right, if you chose group 1 with the White Stone and the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot, this is your reading, tapping in to see who is going to seriously pursue you, who will do anything to have you. Right away, we got the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck, so this is giving me some tea, okay? We're going to wait until we actually do some card pulls to see, but yeah, someone's definitely in your energy that's kind of mourning the relationship. See how he's in the cemetery? You know, feeling Five of Cups. Someone's having this you don't know what you've got until it's gone type of energy when it comes to you. So for those of you who want new love to come through, I'm going to get some tea for you to see who is coming in. For those of you who are still open to someone of the past, right away I'm already sensing them in your energy, and they're pretty hurt about it, to be honest, and they're having deep revelations and realizations of what they really want, what they really need, and where they want to go moving forward in terms of life, in terms of love. This person may have even had like a near passing experience, like something that kind of scared them, or a passing of a loved one, of a friend, like an animal, something like that, because they feel kind of like scared and shaken up a little bit. But anyways, let's see what the cards have to say. Spirit, for group 1 with the White Stone, can you please show us for group 1? Nice. Okay, we're getting some new energy. Don't worry. Yeah, and we got a lot of North Node energy coming in for you already. So you may have something like activating your North Node in your natal chart. But we have secret feelings and destiny. So there's like this secret admirer energy, secret admirer person that's in your energy. And then we have this destiny card coming out talking about like moving forward and destined energy, fated energy. It kind of feels like something big is coming. You may feel that energetically yourself. It's like things feel quiet. Things feel like it seems like the calm before the storm. And yeah, I can definitely feel that too. We have mirror and ultimatum, and then we have song. So someone from the past is definitely haunted by your energy, not gonna lie. Someone from the past is feeling like they may have missed out on an opportunity to be with you, especially with the songs card. The bottom of songs, it says remind me of you. So it seems like this person is always reminded of you, no matter how long it's been since you guys have talked, and no matter what they have going on in their life. It just kind of seems like they can't get away from your memory. They can't get you out of their mind. You may have given this person an ultimatum, and you may consider this to be like your twin flame. Because it definitely feels like there's some sort of like mirroring aspect to the connection. The flat out mirror card came out. But at the bottom of mirror, it says you get what you give. So it just kind of feels like with this person, you may have gave them an ultimatum, or they may be in a position of an ultimatum. Even if you haven't verbalized it, your distance, your lack of interaction with them definitely feels like you're not chasing them anymore if you ever were. but your actions are giving them an ultimatum. It's like, listen, if we're not in alignment, yeah, you may have caught me slipping temporarily, but I'm not going to literally stay here forever and just kind of wait for you to act right. So it kind of feels like someone's in an ultimative energy when it comes to you, but it also feels like this person is your divine mirror. And that's a lot for people. Like when you shine the mirror up to people's faces, it's hard for them to face themselves if they haven't done the work. So that could be exactly why they're running. But we have excitement, past life, and deep in love. So regardless, things are moving forward for you. I see you moving on. I see you moving into a better space in your life. Excitement. I feel like congratulations are going to be in order soon. There's like an energy of things like moving forward, like rapidly in your life. And I do see you falling in love. And that will feel really good with the deep in love card. And there are past life links with this person. So not surprised that destiny came up, because those past life love connections, once you've met someone in multiple lifetimes, you start to energetically kind of be able to feel where they are. And it can be on a subconscious level, on an unconscious level. You don't even have to go out of your way after a certain amount of lifetimes to find them. Just, it seems like the universe kind of brings you together, when really it's just like your intuition is really like their energy kind of like telling you, go here, do this. And you don't even know, because you've spent so many lifetimes with them and developed a deep bond with them. So it kind of feels like your own thoughts. So it seems very effortless, but yeah, so we're getting two energies for you, group one. Someone of the past who we have masks and telephone. Be mindful of your friends at this time, group one, because you may have someone who's like running back and telling your ex information about you, or if you're from the same friend group, that would make sense. This person, honestly, they may be getting different information about you themselves, like asking people about you, not even trying to hide it. But also I'm seeing like a spam account. Spirit is showing me like a spam account on social media. So Spirit is kind of saying they mask themselves and yet telephone get information about you by creating fake accounts, trying to get you to add them back, etc. If you're done, you may not even be like, you may be on private, you may not be accepting different people on your social media, or you may not be on social media as much anymore, because it just feels like this person, as time goes on, they get more and more kind of crazy. It feels like as time goes on, they're getting really, really frustrated. So either people are seeing them for what they truly are, like I'm getting an energy of this person kind of feeling exposed. It kind of feels like this person may have been like asking about you, and then someone's like straight up asked them like, why do you care? And then they're like, whoa, I don't care. And then they kind of just made them feel extremely exposed and whatnot. So yeah, they're either not able to get as much information about you because you're not putting it out there anymore, or people are kind of catching on to this person maybe having an obsession with you. Spirit, what are they going to be trying to do? This ultimatum energy, what are they trying to do? And then we'll see what the past life love connection is trying to do, and we'll compare. So this person wants to state their case. They want to acknowledge what's happened between the two of you in the past. And with the key card, to be honest, oh no, that's crazy, because looking at this card, first of all, it's card number 33. 33 could be significant to you in some way. But at the bottom of the card, it says unlocking, answers, destiny, openness, solution, and fulfillment. So this person, they're trying to work through that past energy they had with you, but it's just freaky how destiny is coming up with this person when Spirit is saying destiny now belongs to the new person. With this person being your mirror to some degree, especially if you know that this is like a twin flame, that doesn't surprise me at all, because that's the whole thing about twin flame connections. Like Spirit puts us together with those twin flame connections because they have the ability to help us grow at a rapid, significant pace. And then you also have like the romantic connection there, where it's like you can receive like the deepest levels of fulfillment through a twin flame connection, through that divine mirror, if you're able to stand up 10 toes and look in that mirror. So this person is trying to cash back into destiny. Ooh, I feel like for some of you, not for all of you, but for some of you, it may be too little too late. And then we have the document and the moon here. So it's like they're trying to state their case with the document. Document says, or sorry, with the letter, it's called letter, and the first word on here is document. It says document, message, news, speech, writing, and communication. So they're trying to talk. We have the moon with praise, feeling, emotion, imagination, intuition, and inspiration. I don't love this energy because I pulled these cards to specifically ask, okay, what are they trying to do? And what I get is still like, I'm not getting, I'm going to pull a couple more cards, but I'm not getting, oh, I'm trying to be that person that you need. I'm trying to stand up and look in the mirror. I'm trying to state my case. I'm trying to, use my imagination to be on some BS. What? And then the first word on the moon card is praise. Like, what? This person may be dependent on your praise to some capacity. Like, they may feel like you hold the keys to their success. They can only feel successful if you see them as successful. So there may have been some sort of like vampiric element to this connection where they started to use you to support their reality by making them feel like they're better than they are, bigger than they are, through your validation. We have the house here. It says home, family, warmth, security, privacy, and comfort. Ugh, it's giving homosexual. Sorry. It's giving, I need a warm place to stay for the winter. I want to move back into your house, or I want to start a family. I want security from you. Ugh, I don't even like that privacy is on there because that just makes me feel like they just want to kind of isolate you from, like your friends or people who know you so that you can't have any like influence in your life that would talk about them negatively. Spirit, for destiny, past life, this excitement energy that they're deep in love with. What will they do? Wow. We got the tree and the ring. Do you see the difference in energies? And I love when that happens, when we use the same deck and you get like a totally polar opposite energy. That's how you know Spirit is speaking through the cards. We have number 5, the tree, with health, growth, spiritual vitality, karma from the past. Dude, even the card says like karma from the past, talking about your past life connection. And then we have the ring here that says promise, commitment, partnership, deal, contract, and cycle. So this person is definitely giving a much more serious energy. They're trying to, get the marriage contract signed. They're trying to do like the real commitment thing, making a partnership or making a promise to you of partnership. They want to grow with you. Spirit, what are they trying to do? And you know what? I do get a little bit of an energy of them wanting you to release the past. We have number 22 with crossroad and then number 2 with clover. You may be seeing 222 a lot right now. The crossroad says choice, multiple, hesitation, decision, tolerance, and separation. So yeah, not going to lie, they do require separation from that past person or any past energy from that matter. This person may even be wanting to move with you, like move out of state, out of country, out of the current place that you're in. And then we have the clover with luck, gambling, opportunity, chance, hope, and small happiness. So it's like they want to live a simple life with you. Simple in the sense that they want your relationship to be based on true love and they want you to take the gamble with them. We have number 30, the lily. It says old age, maturity, peace, virtue, wisdom, and retirement. So this person is definitely giving like forever person type of energy. They're in it for the long haul and that's what they're trying to do here. And then we have the garden with public. It says public, network, group, audience, fame, and outdoors. Ooh, I wonder if this person has any sort of fame. But it's giving like community building, community type of energy. This person may desire a different kind of lifestyle where it's like more based on community, small town energy. Spirit. What else can you tell us here? I'm like, I don't even know what to ask now. I'm just like, we have the chariot card with moving forward, positive movement forward. But we do have the Seven of Cups. I feel like Spirit is calling you to make the decision that's best for you and to follow your heart in this situation, because some of you have honestly been waiting for this person to realize and get it deep in their system that you will leave them so that they can show up properly. I wasn't getting that promise, honestly. But I would say, if anything, probably card number 33, the key, is closest to that, with unlocking, answer, destiny, openness, solution, fulfillment. I do feel like they do want that. Like, they do genuinely want it. My only question would be is like, okay, but have they done the work to sustain it and to make it happen? Because if they're showing up properly, then yeah, I mean, why not? But we do have the Seven of Cups. So Spirit is saying, you know, you do have multiple options. We have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Wands. You may be seeing different combinations of sevens as well. We got the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is reversed and the Two of Cups is reversed. So Two of Cups in reverse would, of course, be talking about some sort of relationship that didn't work out. Seven of Wands in reverse is kind of like moving out of the space of sunken cost fallacy, where you've invested so much that you want to keep investing into this. Seven of Wands in reverse is saying, yeah, I've invested a lot, but I also have a lot. Moving forward, I have hope and possibility, so I'm not going to give up on myself. I'm going to bet on myself. Ultimately, we have the Hangman and the King of Cups. So for the most part, I feel like Spirit is saying you'd probably be better off with the new person that's coming in for you that would do anything to have you. King of Cups with the Hangman. The choice seems as clear as day. But I feel like it's going to differ from person to person. Not everyone is going to choose the new person. Some of you are going to choose the person of the past. And even though their energy is a bit off, I can't say that. Let me just ask straight up. Spirit, are they worth the gamble? We have the Magician, and it kind of came out sideways. So Spirit is saying they're kind of in this place where Magician upright, they can make it happen, or Magician in reverse, you know, it came out sideways. Like, it's kind of, it would be a risk for sure. That's really like an answer. Like, it could go either way with this person. It kind of just depends on if they choose to stand up as the highest version of themselves. Spirit, should they give them a chance? We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse and the Six of Pentacles. Spirit is saying you know who you're dealing with at the end of the day. You know who you're dealing with. Page of Pentacles in reverse. I can't tell you if you should give them a chance. Six of Pentacles, if this is enough for you, then you'll accept it, and that's fine. But if it's not enough for you, like, you know who this person is. Spirit is almost like, yeah, we had the Page of Wands that came out reverse. Spirit is saying, like, and if you look at this card, let me turn it up right so you can look at it. The Devil figure is like chasing this person with their little light in the street, but you got it reversed. So Spirit is saying, like, if you do deal with them moving forward, that's not the devil on your back. That's a choice, because you know them now. You know them through and through. So Spirit's kind of saying, like, Six of Pentacles, you know, do what's right for you. Weigh your options and choose accordingly. But you can't say you don't know them anymore. You know them. And if it's enough for you, then that's okay. Yeah, we have the Ace of Cups and the Strength card. Spirit is saying at the end of the day, with the Strength card especially, you do have the tools and the ability to get through this connection and to make it great. Yes, it would take a lot of work, but with the Ace of Cups, I do feel like you can be fulfilled from this person. It's giving like first love energy by the way you love them so much, or at least the way that's the way it's showing up. And we do have the Three of Cups here, which kind of represents like the fates or celebration. It can represent marriage and commitment as well. So Spirit is saying, like, there was a destiny that was supposed to happen with this person, and technically there still is. But it's just a kind of like, okay, is it enough for you? Spirit. Spirit, what can you tell us about this connection here? We have the Six of Swords in reverse and the Ten of Pentacles. So yeah, even on the Ten of Pentacles here, there's like a map giving us like this symbology of like moving, even finding treasure, diamond in the rough type energy. And then we have the Six of Swords in reverse. So Spirit is saying this connection can't move forward until you let go of the one of the past, but it would be well worth it with that Ten of Pentacles here. We have the Four of Swords in reverse. Spirit is also saying you may have been solving conflict through avoidance. And now we have the Moon card here representing phases and cycles. Everything is coming to a head soon if it hasn't already. Everything's going to be coming to a head soon where you can no longer hide out and allow that to be your method of coping with this. Even if this person has you in no contact or whatever, Spirit is saying you should still decide what you want based on you. And I feel like it's only going to get more and more, like you're going to see that's the case more and more in time. You're going to feel kind of backed into a corner. And that's when tower moments can happen. So Spirit, even with that answer of Spirit kind of saying it's up to you, you know them. I feel like that's the energy consistently here where Spirit's like, you should make your decision of whether or not you want to be with them based on how you feel versus, okay, let me just wait until they come back and see what it's giving. Like, no, base your decision on your own intuition and what you know. We have when souls electrically connect via the heart, time and space does not hinder communication. So you may already be communicating with this past life lover, like through the dream space or through some other form of communication. Anything else you want to tell us? The entire universe conspired to help me find you. And it's not my free will keeping me away from you. It's our mutual wounding that our souls seek to heal. So it's like healing and then having your happily ever after through hard work and dedication, or past life lover that you already have a connection with. Therefore, the connection will likely be a lot easier because once you're around past life love connections, especially if you've had a lot of lives with them, it's like you just intuitively know how to move with them. So there's always going to be conflict in every relationship, but it's a lot easier to work through. It really just depends on what you want. Regardless, follow your heart, group one. That's like the overwhelming message I get for you. And that's what I have for you. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 2 with the Wizard's Tarot and the Yellowstone, this is your reading. We're going to tap in and see who will do anything to have you, who is going to seriously pursue you, and what are they going to do, what's going to happen in this connection. We're going to get all of that tea, Spirit, for group 2. Group 2 with the Yellowstone. Please show us for group 2 who will do anything to have them. Who will seriously pursue them? Ooh, yeah, we had the lust card that wanted to jump out. And then we have the nasty girl / boy card. So there's a strong lust energy, lustful energy with this person. Okay, and then we have soul tie that came out. So let's break this down bar for bar, okay? We have a nasty girl / boy, and then we have soul tie. So it is looking like this may be a connection that you end up engaging in physically sooner rather than later. We have toxicity and new love here. So I'm going to make sure we're dealing with one energy, not two, so I can separate them if need be. Group 1 got 2 different people that came through, so I'll make sure who this is belonging to. Yeah, so we do have 2 different energies here because we have the past pain card that came up. So yeah, there feels like someone who loves the toxic aspect of you. It feels like this person likes to see you hyped up. They like to see you on 10. That may not even be your judge though, to be honest. Like they may just like literally like the toxic version of you, the version of you that will play those games with them. I feel like that's what they like. That's what they give. And to be honest, I feel like the soul tie energy belongs to both of these people, the new love and the old love. So you may be kind of in this place in your life right now where you're trying not to be physically intimate with people too quickly, because you may notice like a trend with that kind of turning your connections into a certain kind of energy that you don't particularly like. Okay, I'm going to separate these so I can keep track of the energies. Let's keep new love over here, and then we'll see. Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if you already had a soul tie to the past pain card, especially if you've been physically intimate with them. But we have the death card here. It says there's no reviving this at the bottom of that. So there's two different people in your energy so far, group 2. For one of them, it's definitely a past pain. You know what? I think I'm going to have to use tarot to clarify this now. Spirit, for love games, does this apply to both energies or just past pain? This may be your thing. Like, that's the thing about like the villain era. It kind of makes you compromise yourself. We have the Emperor card. If this person is a masculine, especially like toxic masculinity, perhaps the love games card only belongs here. But the Emperor can also represent your need to control situations. So you will know how this applies, but I have a feeling this applies to both energies. I feel like ultimately this love games energy comes out of a place of self-preservation. I'm not going to get played, so I'm going to be the one in control. Emperor, I'm going to control the situation. So I'm going to kind of program people to know that I'm not someone to play with. You know, I can play the game too. I'm going to do what's best for myself. And you may like a little toxicity yourself, not going to lie here. It seems like you are excited about the new love, but it also seems like you may be a little bit toxic, group 2. And Spirit, can we get one more? Okay, we got a stack. Can we just get one more on this love games energy? Okay, we got 2 more. 3 more. Spirit, I'll take it. Yeah, we have the Justice card in reverse and the 2 of Swords in reverse. 2 of Swords in reverse. The veil has been removed from your eyes. You see clearly, and it just feels like you're looking at the world in a realist kind of way. You're like, it's either it's dog eat dog. It's either play or get played. So I do feel like you're kind of coming into this love, this new love energy in the same energy as you've been in the past of creating soul ties through like physical intimacy or emotional intimacy, maybe even like emotional manipulation, not in a spell work kind of way, but more in like the Art of Seduction kind of way. If you've ever read that book by Robert Greene. Or why, you know, there's this book called Why Men Love Bees. You know, if you've read anything like that, that has to do with like the psychological level of manipulation, etc. Yeah, it is reflecting. For some of you, it's coming from the villain era. For some of you, it's coming from past experiences. We had the King of Wands in reverse. So it's like, I will not be hurt anymore. I've been hurt before and I will not be hurt anymore. And then the Emperor that we had before. So it's kind of like you've taken your power back, but now you're moving the chess pieces. And for some of you, it's getting a little shadowy because it does kind of feel like you're becoming the people who hurt you in a way where it's like, okay, now you're showing up like this towards other people. So I don't know, like I'm human myself. So I relate to this energy in the sense that you do get to a certain place where it's like, you can't move successfully in this world being completely love and light. Sometimes you have to show your teeth, or sometimes you have to set things up so that they can work out in your favor. So I don't know. It's like I can see both sides. Spirit, for group 2. So these are the people who would do anything to have you, though, but at the same time, I feel like they would do anything to have you because you kind of put them in that competitive mind state. You may instill like feelings of jealousy or You may make people feel like this is a one-time opportunity. I have options. Or like you may make people feel nervous. Like I will move on and I will never think about you again. Like, you know, people feel a bit scared to lose you. Oh my goodness. We have isolation and stalker that did come up here. So there's definitely someone in your energy that watches you, wants to be near you. I wonder if this is like someone who hasn't even talked to you. Spirit, is this the past pain or is this a third? We have the Devil, the Four of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. So I don't feel like this is someone who's talked to you yet, but Devil card, I feel like that's because they know they're no good for you. It's giving a little like Bundy type energy, not gonna lie. Like it's not giving, ooh, secret admirer. It's giving stalker. It's giving dangerous. It's giving you should stay away and you should be afraid because, yeah, it's not giving, that does not feel positive. Tapping into that energy, it just feels kind of oof. So you may have a lot of watchers, okay? Do a lot of spiritual protection on yourself, especially if this is coming from like social media and people are watching you through social media. Because that will definitely do it. You know, you'll attract all sorts of characters. So you cannot play and slip and, you know, be lazy about the spiritual protection when it comes to growing a presence, because there is someone in your energy that is isolated and it's just like, it just feels like they have all eyes on you. And it's giving, I live in my mama's basement type of energy, tissues all over the place. I watch a lot of, and I'm not anyone that anyone wants. I'm not gonna lie, that's how that feels energetically. So I don't feel like that's anything to be complimented about. If you are on OF or anything like that, that's probably to be expected, that you may have someone a bit undesirable, you know, in your energy. But practice your spiritual protection because that does not feel good at all. Four of Swords, Four of Pentacles. Four of Swords is almost giving me a little bit of like plotting energy too. So listen, just watch out for yourself. Check your surroundings, especially when you're leaving work, you know, especially if it's dark, when you're going, leaving wherever, when you're leaving the gym, whatever you go, whatever you do, check your surroundings and be looking at people straight in their face, okay? Do not show fear. I was in Walmart not too long ago with my son and there was someone in there that was looking real shady and they were staring at my child. When I tell you I stopped in my tracks and I looked them dead in my face, crossed my arms in front of me and looked at them dead in their face. And then I did the, you know, like the typical, I wish I was filming my face, but like that crazy face that you do, like, do you want some? Yeah, gave them straight that. And they walked away. Suddenly they walked away. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not hiding anymore. If you're looking at me, I'm looking at you too. I'm not showing fear. And anyways, that energy is triggering because it feels like kind of dark and scary. So if you're growing on social media or if you have any platform that, you know, you make your own content that people can buy, seriously, keep up on the spiritual protection because there's someone in your energy and it's not good. Okay, Spirit. So for this new love, what will they do? What is their offer? Both of these energies will do anything to have you, but I don't know. The jury is still out even on this new love energy. I'm trying to see still how it's going to turn up. I'm like, can this person be trusted? Is it a good energy or is it the same? Like I see that it's new love, but new doesn't always mean good. And I see you're excited, but we also got soul tie and love game. So you may be programming this person to kind of bring out, you know, the worst version of them. If you're on your love games energy where you're, you know, kind of showing up in a way that, let's see, we got the child and the dog. The energy is looking pretty positive so far. We also got the sun and the woman card that came up. The child says young, innocent, youthful, playful, beginner, playfulness. The dog says friendship, allies, loyalty, trustworthy, support, and obedience. It's giving golden retriever energy. You better not break their heart, group 2. So far it is looking pretty good. Like it's an energy of new love that you're excited about. You're building a soul tie with this person, but I don't feel like they're judging you or anything like that. I feel like this person is all in. But in the space that you're in, you can end up hurting this person, you know? And if you hurt someone, like the first heartbreak be the worst. And that's how it kind of feels like this could be. So, you know, you don't want to close that door forever, you know, kind of based on like past experiences and whatnot. The woman says woman, wife, questioner, herself, female, querent, a female, and femininity. So I feel like this person is trying to make you their woman, okay, their wife, the feminine energy in their life. And you know, energy is fluid. So if you're masculine looking for a feminine, this could be like your feminine you've been waiting for, or if you're feminine looking for a feminine, etc., and so forth and so on. So we have the Sun card here. It says success, victory, happiness, truth, warmth, and positive outcome. So yeah, this is giving a positive energy here. I'm glad to see that. Spirit, for this past pain energy, we got a stack that flew out for them right away. Okay, now listen. They may have turned over a new leaf, not gonna lie here. We got the clover, the tree, and clouds. The clover says luck, gambling, opportunity, chance, hope, and small happiness. The tree says health, or sorry, it says wealth. No, it says health. Health, growth, spiritual vitality, karma, and from the past. And then cloud says confusion, negativity, uncertainty, unclarity, doubt, and worry. So yeah, the energy isn't as good as this one. But I do feel like this could still have a positive outcome, especially with the clover there. That's giving me an energy of like spirit kind of saying, I will bring a miracle if this is what you truly want. But the only thing kind of working against you is the past and karma. Like if this person did you completely dirt and you move forward with them, they're not going to get karma, because you've essentially balanced the scales by letting them back into your life. I've seen it happen multiple times. I've been reading for a long time for literally thousands of people, and I have seen it multiple times where someone just does you completely dirt, and then they come back in your life and they're still treating you like dirt, but you're like, why hasn't the universe done XYZ? It's because you accepted them back into your life, so you balance the scales. There is no more karma to be played out. The scales are not balanced. They're not unbalanced. They're balanced now because you let them back in. And then it says small happiness on clover. So I feel like kind of temporary happiness here. With the clouds card, it just kind of feels like the both of you kind of get stuck in your ways when you deal with each other. It's like this person reverts you back to an older version of yourself. And I felt a little bit of that for some of you. Some of you are liberated. It's no big deal. But some of you do kind of feel bad about these soul ties you create with people or how quickly you get physically intimate with them. So it's like this person kind of brings you back to an older version of you that you may really not like to see in yourself. And then we have doubt and worry on there. There could be like some sort of third-party situation that always comes up with them. Spirit, what would happen in this connection if they were to go back to them? This person, they will not stop. And I feel like they will not stop until they have you because they're in a loop. I feel like that's why. You got to remember, like, karmic loops is a very real thing. And that's another reason why people will come back. It's not always because they just love and adore you so much. Sometimes it's just because they're addicted. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse and the Page of Wands in reverse. Spirit, what would happen if they went back here? The Lovers, wow. This relationship really does have a lot of potential, but you guys have to get out of that loop. I'm going to tell you straight up, this relationship would require so much discipline, but the reward would be so huge. But the thing is, like, they have to be willing to put in that work with you. So if they're not willing to put in that work with you, I wouldn't give them a chance to come back, because it would take a lot of work on both ends, on your end and on their end. Both of you would have to be equally committed to doing things the right way. And even when the triggers come up and that past energy comes up, you'd have to make like a conscious decision not to honor that and to get out of that. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse and the Page of Wands in reverse. Spirit is saying, like, you guys would have to start completely over, and it has to be mutual for that to work out. With the Lovers card being there, that does represent destiny and Spirit having a hand on your situation. So I do feel like Spirit will bring you with an opportunity to be with this person. We had a whole stack that flipped over. I didn't see before. Spirit will give you an opportunity to have that with this person. Like, Spirit will do something to kind of make it easy for you to be able to be with them. But, you know, it'll be kind of like one opportunity, and then it's like kind of what the both of you do with it from there. There's high risk with that for sure, which is why the Clover card says luck and gambling, opportunity, chance, hope, small happiness. Yeah, there is a hope and there is a chance. But it's also a gamble for sure. Spirit, what about this one? What will happen here? We have the Fool card in reverse. Honestly, this new love connection may be blocked from coming into your life, especially if you're super, super loyal. If you're dealing with this person now, like this past karmic energy, they may not be able to come into your life because you're so loyal to that person. We have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Seven of Pentacles in reverse is like, I'm not going to make unwise investment. So this person, they feel very innocent. They feel very childlike and open to moving in a relationship with you. But if they don't see that you're the person that can give them that, I feel like they'll pack their bags and go on their way. Spirit. We have the Eight of Swords. Yeah. There's only so much they can do. There's only so much they can do. King of Pentacles. Nice. So they're willing to make the offer. The offer will be there, but Eight of Swords, it does kind of seem like you may be trapped in a past relationship or in a past way of thinking, being. Like I said, it could even be just the toxicity or the love games, if you're, you know, kind of playing those, or if you're in your villain era, that kind of gets you caught up. Spirit, what does group 2 need to know? Separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Honestly, I would say it's better sooner rather than later. And then we have let go of control issues. So all of the love games energy essentially comes from wanting to control like the outcome. Justice card in reverse, King of Wands in reverse, that came up in the beginning of the reading. You know, being the player so that you don't get played. Allow the situation to unfold naturally is what it says at the bottom of let go of control issues. So Spirit wants you to build this relationship, this new love, on a foundation of trust and separate from the past energy, honestly. That's what I got for you, group 2. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. I have custom spell work and manifestation candles, all sorts of stuff on there as well. But that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with the pink stone and the Teen Witch Tarot, this is your reading, tapping in to see who will do anything to have you, who is going to seriously pursue you, and what will they do? What's going to happen here, Spirit, for group 3? Group 3 with the pink stone. Please show us who will do anything to have group 3. Who will seriously pursue group 3? Ooh, this kind of feels like there's been a shift in energy. I feel a little bit of a runner-chaser dynamic here. And it feels like they're definitely the chaser in this time. So maybe it's always been this way. Or maybe it's been, you know, like it flipped where it's like you had been chasing at some point. We'll see, we'll see. But look at this. So we have confusion and nasty girl / boy. So you guys may have started like with a physically intimate relationship. And then they started to catch feelings. You started to catch feelings. It seems like the both of you started to grow real feelings for each other. But because this started off in more of like maybe a friends with benefits kind of way or a non-serious kind of way, it did kind of create some space for confusion. It seemed like things were different at a certain point. We have trust and pick me. So now this person is like, pick me, pick me. Now this person is chasing you down, trying to see if you would be willing to be with them. I don't see here that you've walked away, but maybe you did. Oh, wait, no, just kidding. I do see it here. We have irresponsibility and soulmate denial. So there may have been some point in this situation, group 3, where this person was reckless, irresponsible. They may have put you in a messed up situation where it compromised your safety. Like maybe they had you out in some place that, you know, you could potentially get hurt in or caught up in some way. And at the same time, you know, it kind of feels like this person may have scared you, maybe even for a small portion of you. You saw a different side of them. You saw how reckless and irresponsible they could be. Or maybe they blown up at you one time and they just kind of said, I can't do this. I can't do this. At some point, there was some soulmate denial. Perhaps it's the other side of the spectrum where it's not so much of a physical threat and it's more just like this person isn't responsible enough to stand up tall in this connection and like actually put in the work to move forward, to have a serious relationship kind of grow. We have dreams and twin flame. This person at this point knows that spirit put you in their life for a reason. I feel like they've been going through some deep revelations. They may have even had like a scary moment where it's like they saw their life flash before their eyes, or, you know, something kind of traumatic happened to them that just is kind of making them look at life in a different kind of way, because it does feel like now they're in a much more serious energy and it feels like it's rooted in fear. So if this was a soulmate denial situation, they're starting to feel like they've actually lost you. They're starting to feel like your lack of presence in their life, and what that truly means and what that truly looks like. It's like they're feeling the effects, they're seeing the effects, and they're actually getting scared. Whereas before you may have been bluffing and they called your bluff and you did come back around. Like I said, I felt a little bit of like a runner chaser dynamic. So that may have been the case at a certain point. That's very interesting that we're getting twin flame and soulmate energy here. With twin flame, perhaps there's some mirroring with each other, or that always represents kind of like a divinely guided kind of connection, but so is soulmate to a degree. Twin flame is just a little more intentional with, there are reasons we were put together for our growth, for our evolution, etc. Spirit, what else can you tell us? We have the excitement card. So perhaps you guys really are turning over a new leaf and there's a reason to be excited. I feel like this person was confused because this started off as like a friends with benefits situation, or it started off casual. But it's kind of like you're willing to bet on this person, especially with the trust card being there. Yep, that was literally what I was saying before. We got the wake-up call that just came out. I feel like something scary may have happened to them, or they've had a wake-up call, an awakening. And spirit is kind of giving them like some hope that things can be better, that they can do better. It's not over. You do have potential. You can do this, you know? So it could be more on the bright side versus like a more scary type of energy where maybe this person has gone through something scary that kind of woke them up. It could just be more like a dream in itself, a deep realization. Perhaps spirit even gave them a dream of your future together, and this person realized like, no, this could really be something so much more than I thought. Spirit, what are they going to do? How are they building with group 3? What are they offering? Definitely some communication coming in. Okay, so we have number 22, the crossroad, 21, the mountain, and number 10, the scythe. The crossroad says choice, multiple, hesitation, decision, tolerance, and separation. So you guys may be in a period of separation to heal, to grow. And then we have the mountain with block, obstacle, delay, enemy, challenge, and stubbornness. I feel like They have, like, back in the day, like way back in the day, they have, and honestly, in certain points, parts in the world, they still have this kind of coming of age, um, I don't know, like gauntlet that usually it's the masculines have to go through. And the same for feminines, like usually when they get their first they'll have like rituals and things like that. But it feels a little bit like that, where spirit has kind of put them through the gauntlet. Like it feels like they had some sort of coming of age moment where spirit kind of forced them to face like what's really going wrong. They had to go through some sort of big obstacle, and they're on the other end of that. The scythe says danger, accident, warning, sudden harvest, and surgery. So yeah, if this person had a surgery recently, an injury recently, some sort of accident, it says on there, danger. And then it says sudden too. So that's how I kind of felt in the beginning, where it's like, it feels like this person had a moment, that like near death experience that kind of scared them. So yeah, it's showing up in the cards as well. They had some sort of dangerous moment or some sort of accident that took them to the crossroad and said, what are you going to do? Are you going to climb this mountain or no? And I feel like they actually made it. They came out on the other side. So a lot of the work that they have to do towards you starts with themselves. And honestly, maybe it's never been about them pursuing you. It's literally been about them doing the work so that they can be available for you. The child says young, innocent, youth, beginner, playful. The letter says document, message, news, speech, writing, and communication. So they're going to start by reaching out. And then the bouquet says pleasantness, gift, charming, joy, happiness, and flattery. So I see them making some sort of small gesture towards you, some sort of charming gesture with the bouquet, giving you some sort of gift. And also I see the next time you guys are hanging out after they've had this ascension, they're in a better energy. Joy, happiness, flattery. Maybe they never really gave you compliments like that and are finally doing that. Spirit for group 3. And then we have the heart. Yeah. So it really, the root of the problem is on their end. And I'm a really neutral person. I never assume that, because it's like, no, nothing is ever completely on someone's end, but it does feel like the majority was on their end, and they had to work through all of that stuff. It wasn't really about, okay, is our connection strong or weak? It was more about, have they cleared all that past stuff? Have they experienced something that's caused them to look at life more seriously and seriously decide what they want to do and move towards that? The heart says love, romance, giving, infatuation, affection, and core. So I feel like this person is leading with their heart, they're leading with communication, and they're leading with some sort of gesture. That may be what you required. Maybe your love language is receiving gifts, and it's like this person never got you anything, so they're finally getting you something, showing you that they're willing to love you the way that you need to be loved. But like I said, it feels like they went through some sort of coming of age ritual or gauntlet. It feels like they really went through it. Like, honestly, I feel like things did get really dark and scary for them, especially with the scythe there, talking about danger, accident, sudden, surgery. Okay, Spirit. So what will happen here? What is their love offer? We have the Fool, a new beginning. The Hangman, they're surrendering. And then we have Temperance here. So they're coming into a place where not only are they surrendering, but they're also balancing the scales. So that does talk about a willingness and an openness, and the fact that they know that they also need to address the past in order to move forward. And on the Temperance card, she's got her witch's broom, and it's broken in the middle, and she is sealing it with some sort of clay. So it also represents like fixing what's broken, healing the past. And I feel like this person realizes how you're really grounding to them and how you've been here for them all along. But your energy doesn't read as weak at all, especially with there being a lot of distance here. It kind of feels like you may have left them out in the cold to the point where they had to go through this deep realization. So we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. If there was any sort of third-party situation or any other person that they had been dealing with, I do see them getting rid of that person and detaching themselves from that connection. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse and the Nine of Cups in reverse. So mainly they're trying to be open to whatever it is you want and need. I feel like this person is very used to you taking the lead on this connection, or you being like the smart one in the connection that always knows what to do or how to handle things. So they're definitely not showing up perfect, but they are showing up better than they have in the past. We have the Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Hermit here. I'm so on this energy, not gonna lie, because I love a person that can take instruction. That's a good quality and very necessary quality. But I don't know, and I feel like you may require a lot. I don't know. It depends on you as a person. Everyone in group 3 is going to be different. Because for some of you, you're willing to work with them and you may prefer to take the lead, as long as you can tell that someone is equally engaged and willing to put work in. But for some of you, especially with that Nine of Cups in reverse and the Ace of Wands in reverse, their lack of like really taking the lead may irritate you. So they still have some learning and growing to do straight up. This person is a little bit of a fixer-upper. They still kind of need some work. And we have the Hermit card, which I feel like is best case scenario. You're just taking your time, deciding what you feel like you can and cannot deal with, and deciding what you want to do like separately of this person. What's going to happen here? They're going to come back into your life for a new beginning. Temperance card. They're going to clear the past with you. And Hangman, they're going to surrender to a relationship moving forward. But then I do see them kind of running out of steam after a while with the Hermit card. Nine of Pentacles being very comfortable with what you have the ability to give them. And Ten of Pentacles, it's kind of like they're taking cover in you. So, I mean, it just depends on, what you want as a person. If you like more of a sassy, if you like more of a sassy type of energy, or more of like a energy that you can nurture, oh, you're gonna love this. Especially if this is someone you've wanted for a long time. It's like, okay, this is progress for us, so I will take it. And your talents and your skills may be leading and things like that. So you may even prefer to take the lead. You may not struggle with indecision, anything like that. Spirit, is this worthwhile? Wow, we got the Star card that came out right away. And the Sun. Definitely worth it, not gonna lie. The Star and the Sun for a lot of readers will represent like fame. It's when divine timing meets destiny, fate, opportunity. Heavy on the opportunity. Divine timing, opportunity. It's like when everything is in perfect alignment for you to go ahead and grab the opportunity presented to you. And we have the Eight of Wands. So it's coming sooner rather than later. That's an energy of them coming in hot. They really want this. I feel like you're going to be pleasantly surprised with how they show up. So maybe I'm just being a bit biased, because me personally, I do like more of a active energy. I'm enough of a leader. I don't really need a leader. I actually prefer not to have a leader. I'd rather have an equal personally. But I don't know. I just personally, I like to see more fire, especially as a reader when I'm reading for other people, because that allows me to confidently say like, yes, go for this. So even with Spirit saying Star and the Sun, I don't know why I'm still not convinced. I don't know. Like I think I'm just being biased, because their cards really are truly positive. Like the Star and the Sun is a really good combination, especially with Eight of Wands coming in hot, quick, don't have to wait forever for it. Like that's good. So I'm like, what's the tea with that? Like, why do I feel away? For some of you, perhaps, is that you had a really bad, like the soulmate denial. That can do it. That'll do it. Soulmate denial, or the irresponsibility. Spirit, what else can you tell us for group 3? I would say that it's worth it, though. I mean, Spirit, taking my own perception out of it, the cards that I'm getting are really more positive. You know, honestly, maybe you don't love this person like that anymore, because we do have 2 cards that just wanted to come out, but it came out with like 20 other cards, so I put them back. But it was unrequited love and pay attention to the red flags. So maybe the reason that I'm not really feeling it is because you don't really feel it. Even though this person is coming around with all this energy, perhaps it's too little too late. I don't know. I'm a Cancer, okay? So I can be very motherly and a bit controlling at times. Not gonna lie. We have codependency and let go of control issues here. So Spirit is saying, look at the situation, look at what happens when you don't take the lead, and see if that is enough for you. Because if you aren't happy with how much work you have to put in, even if you're willing to do it, even if you will do it and you do put in that work, I think you should allow things to unravel a little bit so you can make like the most educated decision as far as like what you want to do. Codependency says addictions are affecting your romantic life. So maybe it's that, you know, this person has a big place in your heart because of the past you have with them, and maybe that's what keeps you drawn to this connection or attached to this person, the codependency aspect or the addictive aspect. Let go and control issue says allow the situation to unfold naturally. So if it feels unnatural, I say don't do it. Or if it feels like there's something that you still kind of doubt, I say don't do it. But if it's feeling good and you're happy with the way things are working out, then move forward. We have let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others is what it says on that one. So this is also a good time to petition like an angel, a deity to overlook this for you. Dang. There's one that I specifically know, an angel that's specifically for love and marriage, and I cannot remember for the life of me what her name is. But you can look them up. We have trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. That makes 2 of us, okay, group 3, because I'm right with you. Something about this feels a little, I don't know. But all the cards that we're getting are pretty consistently positive. I mean, there's some codependency issues, and you definitely want to address how you truly feel for this person and ask yourself, is it the addiction of being used to having this person around that's keeping me attached, or the fact that I don't want them with anyone else, or do I truly feel like they're my one true love? But the Star card and the Sun would definitely say that it's worth it. Spirit, can we just get 1 or 2, please, for group 3? It's like so much can be said about this situation. That's happened multiple times in your reading where like a whole stack of cards just jump out. We have your body may be away from me, but there is a window open from my heart to yours. So I do feel like there's some sort of, we did have the dreams card that came up before. I feel like there is some sort of connection that you guys have, or some other way that you guys have been communicating. You may even be like subbing each other on social media. We have, you touched my soul long before I knew what your hands felt like. So yeah, this could be a very special connection. And maybe with the Star card, the reason that Spirit is telling you like have faith, have faith, have faith is because the true essence of your connection hasn't even played out yet. So if we're looking at the past, maybe it doesn't look so hot. But if you're looking at the future, which you cannot fully perceive, there may be a lot of benefits and love to be experienced here in this connection. We have the success of our union requires that both of us are capable of releasing our egos in order to act only out of unconditional love. So it would definitely take a lot of dedication, but Spirit says it is worth the risk, ultimately. That's what I have for you, group 3. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 4 with the purple stone and the Spellcaster's Tarot, this is your reading. We're going to tap in to figure out who will do anything to have you. Who is the person that will seriously pursue you. And what will they do? What will happen in this situation, Spirit? This is for group 4 with the purple stone. Please show us for group 4. Who will do anything to have group 4? Who will seriously pursue group 4? Ooh. So there's definitely someone who is on the low trying to get your attention, or it kind of feels like they're stuck between, I don't know, 2 different worlds in a way. It's like on one end, they, ooh, T. Okay, so we have secret affair issues and lack-minded. I feel like this person, especially with the roller coaster card coming up, they make you feel a mix of emotions. You know, I feel like they do have a lot of personal issues, and that ultimately has brought them to be this lack-minded version of themselves. It feels like they may have like some sort of childhood trauma or something that has deeply affected them from a young age, causing them to show up in this way where they're kind of self-sabotaging, or you can definitely feel that energy. You can definitely feel that they have these issues. I'm just going to flip over this card until I show you, because when it focuses on the faces, my camera just brightens up like crazy. But we have twin flame here, so I feel like you probably know who this is. This feels like you guys mirror each other in a lot of ways, but it's like there is the mirroring, and then there's what you've chosen to do after that. And I feel like this person kind of got weighted down by all the things that they've experienced, and they never fully got over that. It feels like they've been through some things, but so have you. And it feels like they're stuck in the past. It feels like they really can't get through it. It feels like they're struggling, and it kind of puts you on this roller coaster where you can feel the intensity, you can feel the connection, but at the same time, it's just like, okay, I got to look at this in a very real way after a while. And you may not see them really putting in the work. You may see them making a lot of excuses or talking about what triggers them, but not putting in the work to move past that. We have anger and fear. So yeah, hopefully another energy shows up for you, because I'm not going to lie, this one's not looking too hot. This first person coming through, they have a lot of anger still from the past. And we even have the devilish card that came up that brightens the camera like crazy. And this lets us know that this person, whenever they get triggered, they start to act out. They start to act out, and they start to, you know, kind of take it out on you. And we have secret affair. So it's like, I want to deal with you, but I want to keep it on the low because I don't want to be held accountable. If I can get you to agree to a secret affair, a secret relationship, especially if they're already in a relationship, it's like, okay, I don't have to stand up and deal with and work through my stuff. If I don't have to fully commit, that means that I am still off the hook. But if I have to fully commit, that means I have to show up as, you know, the action taker, the person who, whenever I'm talking to the person that I'm currently with or dealing with, I have to be the person that tells them what's really going on and breaks the connection between the two of us. Or if they're not in a connection, if I can just keep this on the low, then that means technically I'm not your man, I'm not your girl, I'm not your person. So whenever I feel like being my lower self, I can just do that with no guilt, guilt-free. But it's not guilt-free, because there is still an energetic buildup of energy that continues to occur. We have ultimatum here, and then we have soulmate denial. So this may be a soulmate denial situation. Soulmate, twin flame, at a certain to a certain capacity, they just really become interchangeable. So try not to focus too much on the terms, because we did get soulmate and twin flame that came up. But we have soulmate denial and ultimatum. So ultimately, if this person doesn't choose to move forward with the connection, I do feel like you're going to move on. You're going to move on, open yourself up to new love, and see what else is out there, because I feel like you've been extremely patient with this person, and you do understand what, you know, they've gone through, and you do have empathy for them. But at a certain period of time, it's just like, okay, I can be empathetic as I want, but I can't do the, I can't do the work for you. So it kind of just puts you in a place yourself where it's like, there's only so much I could do. And, you got to give them that ultimatum so that you can, because it's like, what are you going to do? Be single forever? Never date anyone forever, or be secret forever? Spirit, for group 4, what's going to happen here? Is there anyone else in their energy? We have attraction and playfulness. So I feel like when it's good, it's really good. Like when it's good, this person is playful. There's mutual attraction. Wow, we have the retreat card. So you may be showing up to this person like, listen, if you cannot take me when I'm serious, you don't get to have me when I'm playful and having fun and in my childlike energy. Like that's when it becomes vampiric, when we're not actually working through things. And it's just like, oh, we can only have a good time if I'm like turning off a part of myself that needs to have deep conversations, or whenever I don't hold you accountable, that's the only time that we can, be together or have fun. I feel like slowly but surely that's not working for you anymore. But it kind of feels like this person really did expect you to just accept what they've been through forever. Like, it's like, I understand that, but the bottom line is the bottom line. And the bottom line may be like, I need more. Yeah, we have the codependency card. This person is very codependent on you. Honestly, group 4, this person will deal with you as long as you will deal with them. I don't feel like they will ever fully walk away from you. Even if they block you, they'll end up unblocking you. Even if they stop talking to you, they'll end up talking to you again. Like this person, I don't feel like they will ever truly be done with you, especially if you leave that door open for them. Addictions are affecting your romantic life is what it says at the bottom of that card. So maybe now you're kind of like addicted to the roller coaster. And when you're in that low, you need that hit again so you can, kind of be on top of the world, so you can feel good, so you can feel like, okay, there's still some positivity here, or at least I feel okay temporarily. You may have even gotten addicted to some degree to that dynamic, that up and down dynamic. We have the attraction card here, so it's not about attraction. I just feel like they're not really committing. But this is the person that's showing up as the person who will do anything to have you, who will seriously pursue you. So hold on. Maybe I'm focusing too much on the past energy and their internal energy. So I'll pull next to see like what exactly they're going to do. We have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Perhaps they will show up in that energy where they're seriously pursuing you if you retreat from them and you take your energy away from them. Perhaps what's making them seriously pursue you is you're giving them no other option. It's like, you have to seriously pursue me to have me. So yeah, this is a good time to go ahead and go through with that ultimatum, because it's having a positive effect. Playfulness says to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So some of you may have cut off the playful aspect because you felt like this person didn't deserve it anymore. Or you felt like that was the only time that they would be engaged in the connection, and you wanted to experience, something more, or like a balanced energy where it's not all playful, but sometimes serious. We have the conversations we need to have. Ultimately, it kind of feels like a lack of safety when you don't have that feeling of safety, especially if this person has this anger issues towards you. That can definitely kill the feelings. So I feel like you may have taken away that playfulness in order to kind of show them like, yeah, I'm serious. Like, if you're not showing up the way that I need you to, then I'm going to take away what makes it fun for you to be here. But Spirit is saying eventually you are going to have to give more of this playful energy, but I would definitely say ultimatum first, so that they have the deep realization of what they need to do to have you. We have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So yeah, I don't feel like this is a complete dud, but this really does feel like a person where you can't be nice to them. Like, you have to back them into a corner. You have to show them that you are serious 1,000%. I will leave you. I will stop dealing with you. If you do not get your stuff together, if you do not show up properly, we really won't deal with each other. Like, this feels like the kind of person you can't be nice to because they just kind of take you for granted or take advantage of that and they get comfortable. This feels like the kind of person you really do have to play hardball with. You have to give them that ultimatum. You have to retreat. Spirit, what are they going to be doing to seriously pursue group 4? What will they do to bridge the gap? We have the woman here. It says woman, wife, questioner, herself, female, querent. So like a female asking a question, female and femininity. So a lot of this has to do with the feminine energy. Either there's some, a wife situation going on here where this is a third party situation and they're already married, or you want that from them. You want to be married to them, their long-term partner, and they have to show up as, listen, they're really gonna, wife you. Put a ring on it. They're really going to go the distance with you. They're really going to show up in a more positive, serious energy. They're going to commit fully. We have the Tower. It says isolation, authority, official buildings, loneliness, ego, and government. Official buildings is giving, they're going to have to go to that courthouse. They're going to have to submit that divorce. And they're going to have to completely separate from anyone that they're dealing with. Or they're going to have to go to that official building for you so you guys can get that marriage license. Especially those of you who, want marriage and that's what you're looking for and you've been dealing with this person for years. Yeah, they're going to have to come up off their singlehood in order for this to, be able to move forward. But it does say isolation there first. So it says isolation, loneliness, and the ego. So this person is going to have to conquer their ego. They're going to have to spend some time alone. So if you're, all in their face, not giving them they need to see in the flesh, you're really willing to let them go. So if you're trying to maintain the relationship, that may be your fear showing up here, causing you to stand beside them and hope that you can process their feelings for them. Like, yeah, they have to process it on their own. You got to give them some space. You got to give them an ultimatum. They have to have that Tower moment. They have to make that official commitment. So for those of you who this person is already married or they are in a relationship, yeah, they know what they need to do. And it looks like they are getting rid of that problem. They're resolving that. They're going to that official building and they're getting it done. They're filing the paperwork or they're, giving you a ring. I'm not talking about no promise ring, but I'm talking about a serious forever ring. We have the Sun card here. It says success, victory, happiness, truth, warmth, and a positive outcome. So I do see this person doing what they need to do. But yeah, I got to be honest, group 4, it does feel conditional, meaning like you have to make them. Otherwise, they're just going to be too comfortable to ever do it themselves. And then we have the Child here. You guys may have children together, so they may have to provide in order for you to feel comfortable giving them another chance. The card itself says young, innocent, youth, playful, beginner, and playfulness. Another card talking about playfulness again. So you guys definitely have to get back into your playfulness. You have to get back into your fun. But it's like everything in perfect order, I don't think being fun, unless you guys have really been beefing and you need to break the ice and have some fun and then go into the serious energy, I feel like the fun should wait until the retreat, until the ultimatum, and then you can, come out and be fun with this person again once they've done what they really need to do. And then we have the Mouse. It says stress, nerves, depletion, theft, disease, and flaw. Yo, this person, oh, yeah, not gonna lie. They definitely have something going on beneath the surface. Let's pull from the tarot and see if it's worth it. Because stress, nerves, they may have bad nerves. They may be quick to anger. They may be always stressed. They may be always yelling. Depletion, they may have low energy and spend it all in like gaming or being online or whatever their, vice of choice is. Could even be like a substance theft. I know you ain't dating no scammer group for. You stop that. Listen, if you, oh my God. Or if they have some sort of, disease or flaw, you really have to ask yourself if that's something that you can accept or you want, especially if it's like not really like a condition and more something that can be given to you. I would say definitely weigh the pros and cons of this person. Is it worth getting that? You know what I'm saying? From them? Like, do you really love them that bad? Because what if they leave? Are you still comfortable having that for the rest of your life? Because, you know what I'm saying? That's something to think about for real. Even if this doesn't work out, is it worth it to have them temporarily? Spirit, is this person. So honestly, their energy, it feels like they will do anything to have you. Like they'll do anything. They'll say anything. It feels like they'll say anything and they'll do anything as long as it's something they can do quick. And it feels like they will seriously pursue you because they will just always be available to you. But it doesn't feel like because they know that they're a good match or because they deserve you. It feels like just because they're addicted to whatever you have to offer and codependent. We have the King of Cups, okay. Is it worth it, Spirit? Let me work it. I put my thing down, spin and reverse it. Is it worth it? We have the King of Cups, so they do have love to give. Judgment card and the Hierophant. Spirit is saying you know whether or not this is, worth it for you. We have the Hierophant. You know whether or not it's worth it. And with the Judgment card here, that means they have to stand up as the best version of themselves to be able to offer you something of value. We have the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups, which is good because that's progression. So that's them going from boy to man, girl to woman. That's an energy from them. That's an energy of them like transforming and kind of growing up and offering you more than they have before. But we also have the Death card here. So it's all or nothing. All or nothing. Spirit is saying you're going to have to make your decision. Hierophant, you know whether or not you can accept this person. Ultimately, the decision has to be made on your end. And with the Death card there, it has to be a finite decision. Like, I'm going to give my all to this person. I'm going to love them through whatever conditions they may have or whatever baggage they may come with. I'm going to stand beside them because a lot of times relationships don't work out because of an acceptance issue. When you can't accept the baggage that comes with someone, it keeps you constantly fighting against it and feeling like you have to get so much more than what's fair because you haven't accepted the conditions, and the conditions is whatever baggage they come with. So you end up trying to get like way more than someone can give you or than they should give you because you haven't first decided or accepted, yes, I will deal with this person. I get enough here. So first ask yourself if you truly get enough and if you're willing to deal with this person. And if your question is, well, yeah, I am willing to, then you're not willing to because you're not getting that. You know what I mean? So it can't be like, if I get XYZ, that's the whole point. That's the fight. Acceptance says, yes, I get enough, or no, I don't. If the answer is no, it's easy. Death card, peace, bye, deuces. Because there's a lot going on with this person, not going to lie. If it was me personally and you are my bestie and we're on FaceTime and I'm doing a reading for you, I would tell you, hell no, absolutely not. No, ma'am. And I would not be in front of you talking to them. No. I mean, listen, it'd be like that with my friends. I'd be like, listen, I'm not dealing with this foolishness, okay? But yeah, if the answer is yes, then the answer is no because you're not getting that. You know what I mean? So Spirit is saying make your decision based on whether or not you can accept them as they are. And that's what they say. Like they say in marriage, you have to be willing to accept this person getting 30% better and also 30% worse. So if you can't even accept them now, can you accept them 30% worse? What's worse than this? We have the Seven of Swords. Yeah, I do feel like this person is a bit shady. I mean, Seven of Swords is a very self-serving kind of energy. This person, I mean, they're running off on the wolf. They are not loyal. They're running off on those who are loyal to them, those who have helped them. I feel like you deserve more. I do. And we have the Nine of Swords. They bring you a lot of stress, and it would be a huge responsibility to even deal with them. If it was me, I would say don't do it. We got the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So the true tea is you have more than enough to have a successful partnership and a relationship, and more than enough to attract another partner who will, you know, kind of give you the world. But with this one, like I said, if you were my bestie, I would say don't do it. But from a neutral standpoint of a reader, I would say at least decide what, like, if you can accept them completely as they are and 30% worse. Not if they do XYZ, because they're not doing that. That's not a reality. That's not what we have here. So you just have to look at the situation for exactly what you have dealing with them and decide based off of that, not based off of like an idea or if, you know, this and this and this, just solely based off what you really have. And if the answer is yes, I can't accept it, once you fully accept it, it'll be easier from there, because when you're moving from a space of acceptance, you're already decided that you're committed. So you're going to put in that work to kind of, you know, bring them up to par. And it's going to take a lot of work with a person like this, especially with their past trauma, you know. But yeah, that's what I got for you, group 4. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon.